Hey guys, I'm Vansh Sharma from grade 4A and you must have known about my book right now. The book's name is Questions and Questions and it is a bestseller. If you want to know information about my book, I started writing this book last year in 2020 in March while I was 8 years old. You actually would not believe it, but it just took me 10 days to write whole book. The whole book has 24 questions, so it was very easy to write the book. I just chose 24 questions and wrote poems about it. But because of the editing, my father had to type it all in the computer, the drafting. It took time, and when it was about to be published, it again got delayed because of the coronavirus pandemic. And then it had to be postponed and extended to the next year, 2021 in March. And now it has been published. My mom and dad, my parents have inspired me to write this book because my mom has written books like Hidden Treasures and Mere Alfaz, and my dad has written a book How to Become Fit, Energetic and Active. Then they have written books and literally every single one has become a bestseller. Then I thought why can't I write a whole new book? I hope it will become a bestseller, I thought. Then I just wrote up a whole book and it became a bestseller, fortunately. The response from my teachers and my friends, we actually have a WhatsApp group in my mobile. So actually when I told my friends about my book, they congratulated me and I thanked them in return. And actually first let me tell you something else. There is actually in my branch Sarjapur, there is actually something called as Orcadio Radio, and it's very lucky and rare to be a participant in that. And my principal ma'am in my school got information and notifications about my book. Then they decided that I'll be a participant in that Orcadio Radio. I was very happy and I was very astonished to listen that my teachers are making me be a participant in that. My favorite poem from this book is A Strange Cat, and it's my favorite because I really like the sketches in that poem, and it's very funny. If you read it was the funniest poem in the book. If you would read it, you would laugh. It would be very funny, and there are many rhyming words which I wrote in that poem. I feel amazed and happy to be a bestseller just at 9 years old. It's very less children have written books. I actually don't want to become a poet in the future. I just don't want to write poems. I even want to write stories. I even want to write up comics. So writing just becoming a poet is like writing just poems. So I want to become more like a writer. If you see this book, if you open any page in the book, example, you open any page in the book, you'll find some sketches. So the lovely and creative, amazing sketches were made by Saransh Uncle. My dad has his number if you want contact. And suggestions for budding authors are it's not necessary to write a book. It's not necessary to write a very big book, and it has to be a bestseller, and there should be no mistakes, and it should be a world class. It should be a first class book. That is not necessary. What matters is you just have to write. If you have a creative idea in your mind and you want to share it, you can just start writing. Even it can be a small book. And I have actually, if you see my book, the book's title is Questions and Answers are cut and questions. So I actually thought of striking the answers from my book questions and answers are is a very lame topic. So I thought, why don't I make it questions and questions by striking out the answers. It's very common and lame to just have questions and questions or questions and answers. So I thought questions and answers, and the answers would have been cut, and again questions. And even like I'm very curious by nature, and I asked many questions to my mom and dad, especially to my dad. So that all made an idea occur in my mind, like let me make it questions and answers, cut questions. That's enough I want to tell, and thank you for listening to me. Thank you.